Things get a little more revved up under the lights, and what a game we have for you tonight. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Cowboys. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about that linebacker seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain? That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. To the air, it's Owens. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll run this play from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Sutton. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Sweep. Bubba. Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Ready. Booster. Go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Ready. Rock. Move. Go.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Ready. Go.
Looking for room, it's Sutton. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Pulls and fired complete. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Send the tight end in motion. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, it catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Owens. Release to the back. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The run inside. It's Sutton. There he goes. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Sutton. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The RPO, it's complete.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Catch in the middle, it's Bush. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt and from the right side. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 13 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Demon Deacons with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And I guess the way to say it is the team gets off the schneid. They're 1-5.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20, past the 10. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, it's been a defensive war this entire game. You're wondering who can break through. Give this offense a lot of credit. It has not been easy, but they've been physical. They did a really nice job, I think, with play calling there and setting things up. And finally, someone is able to get on the board.
And the extra point was good. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got a man. It's Little. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Right on the money. Turns it on in midfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Spencer. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Bush. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it.
Finding some room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Leading for the wire. Touchdown.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Running into the open space. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Spencer. Here's a little room there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Check. 89-19 fireball. 89-19 fireball.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag.
Down. Ready, go.
He's looking downfield to throw. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking for space. It's Sutton. There's some room. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Finds his man. It's Cobb. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Dropping back, it's Owens. The sure hands, it's Spencer. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going for the big play. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Maybe a crease.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll keep it on the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It's 1st and 10 from the 13. This time he wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Caught on the outside, it's Burris. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it on the right. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Owens. Makes the grab. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They finally get him down, but a huge turn. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to impose their will with the run. There's a crease. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Spencer. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.